Hey guys, welcome to my SOFHAB reviews series. And this time, Rascal and I are covering the new Wham special, Wham! Last Christmas Unwrapped.
Yay!
This Christmas special was so unexpected, and it shows how the creation of the song Last Christmas came about, and not only its impact on the world of music, but the individuals who helped bring it to life. But
before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click notification bell to on upcoming reviews, hacks, videos, tips, and more.
Yes, and thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you're enjoying the season. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, commenting, and so much more. You know we appreciate you, our special.
Yes.
You guys have no idea how much joy this brought me.
Right?
I could not believe it was there. And Rascal actually saw it before I did.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Look, Mom, they've got another Wham special." And when she said Last Christmas, I was like, ah!
Yes.
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know this song. It is played just as much as Mariah Carey's Christmas song, All I Want for Christmas. It became popular before her song.
Right.
But they're both just as iconic and a necessary part of the holiday season.
Yeah.
This song was really ironic about the song before we get into the actual Unwrapped special event on Netflix. Is that if you listen to the lyrics, it's sad. It's about someone breaking his heart and breaking up with him after he made himself vulnerable. But somehow, not only can you identify with his feelings and how he's feel and feel bad for him, but you also have so much joy singing it because the melody is so catchy and the music is fun. So this is how to make a great song. If you want to make it about something that's not so pleasant, put it with happy music and great soulful lyrics, and you got a hit.
Right. And I like the first one. This one was actually much shorter. It was only an hour and 2 minutes. So it was sort of a mini documentary. And it really does specifically focus on the creation of the song, when it was released, the impact on music, and even the impact on the people who made it as they sort of came together as a family. All the ones who recorded and made the song together, all the people they were friends with in music industry came together every year alongside with making that song.
Yes, and it is truly a cultural phenomenon. It was 1 minute short, not counting credits of an hour.
Yeah.
The director is Nigel Cole, produced by Justine Kershaw. There were 4 executive producers who did a fantastic job. Laura Jones, Andrew Ridgely, Chris Organ, and David Austin. Believe it or not, this is not exclusive to Netflix. It's actually the only place you have to pay to watch it. So if you guys haven't seen it and want to see it and you don't have Netflix, I can tell you up front now, you can go to Prime. If you don't have Prime, you can get a 30-day free trial to watch it just because you want to see this video.
Right.
You can go to Apple TV. You can go to Roku and watch it free. You see it. Well, if you're a Wham fan, especially as much as I am, you're going to love it.
Yes.
I remember saying to Rascal last time, how come none of the band members, Pepsi and Shirley and Andrew, where were they? And I was really disappointed that they didn't appear in the first documentary. Well, they must have heard our cries because they're all in here and it's so fantastic. It's a little bittersweet because the only one who isn't here is George. Right. All the other members, the band members, both sets of backup dancers, not just Pepsi and Shirley, but the 2 that went on tour, they're all still alive. And I was so happy to see them. They look fantastic. And you can see that there's genuine rapport and they're still friends. And they still have that same vibration when they get together.
Yes.
You can feel it coming across as you watch it.
Yes. And that's what you get when they talk about them coming together, because the 2 of them would usually throw Christmas parties every year, and all of them would always come together. They would play the song. They would have a meal, play music, and it was a fun time for them. So while the lyrics of the song are a little bittersweet, it always has fond memories for them because they always had a great time together. And you like that it's genuine, and there's no back talk. There's no bitterness underneath the surface, or someone saying they never liked this person or they felt like they were underappreciated. There was not a single moment in there where it felt it was a negative impact or was overrated or anything, and you like that everyone was genuinely enjoying the song, whether they were making it or they were fans and just listening to it.
Yes. So if you really want to know what it's about how this song was turned into a cultural phenomenon. 40 years later, we're still loving it. What was really fantastic is you got to see interviews with fans, friends, family, as well as Mary J. Blige, who actually did a cover of this song. Mm-hmm. You get to see Sir Bob Geldof, because during that time, they also did a song called Feed the World, mm-hmm. and it was done in Britain with a bunch of different artists from the UK and the US. And what was really interesting to learn during this special is that both Last Christmas and Feed the World came out at the same time. Mm-hmm. And they told George and Andrew, you know this is going to compete with your song. We know. Right. You know that it might knock you out of #1 spot. We know. Not only did they not mind, all the proceeds from Feed the World went to the charity, and then they gave every dime of profit from the Last Christmas single for that year to Feed the World as well. That was just a testament to just how, as you said, genuine and wonderful both of them were. Not only their friendship with each other, but with the members of their band and their backup dancers and so forth, and backup singers. You just don't see that now. And it just reminds you of how different things are, not only with relationships between people, but how the music industry has vastly changed, where you could be someone who was no one and had no connections, right, get into the industry and rise to the top on your talent and hard work and perseverance alone. Right. It's really different now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it really is.
They also had Neil Tennant, if you remember Pet Shop Boys, or you heard of them, and Sam Smith. It was fantastic hearing them talk about someone who not only were friends with, but they admired his talent and him as a person. You get to see him before he passed, as he was later when they rejoined to sing the song at someone's concert. It's just really a joy to watch. It's so good to see Andrew and Pepsi and Shirley, because they're still friends.
Yes.
And this song is just fantastic. You make another comment, and then we'll quickly get into a few facts about the actual Last Christmas song. Right. And then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Well, for this, even though it was a much shorter documentary, I think they still got to the point of its impact on everybody across the world. It's one of those now rare songs where it's universally loved and appreciated, and as you said, you play it every single year. And even if you are either not a Wham fan and even heard of them, you most likely heard the song. Because there are times it happens to us where it's popular songs we were by bands we didn't even know about. We just know the song specifically. Yes. And it's one of those timeless songs, just like when you have a timeless Christmas special or a timeless Christmas movie or event, and it holds up. This is one of those songs where it has no expiration date. No matter what happens in the world, even with the push to not have romance and anything, a lot of stuff, this still has to do with romance. It's heartbreak, but still has to do with it. And it being relatable to a lot of people that want to see romance, especially now when anything, just a romance period, it really is going to hit harder now, because all of these songs, including this to hit on the emotional relationship part, always are now hits.
Yes. So again, if you want to see something fun, something nostalgic, something that brings you joy, they play the song so many times while this is going on within that short 59 minutes. Right. You'll find yourself singing the song over and over with them every time it comes up. Right. So let's tell you a little about the song Last Christmas. Produced by Wham, written and produced by George Michael as well. And it actually was released originally December 3rd of 1984.
Wow, I don't...
And it was actually, back when they still had records, it was the A-side for Everything She Wants, which is a great song.
Okay.
And in Japan, it was the B-side for Credit Card Baby, which is another great song, and Blue in China. The song we learned, George wrote it all by himself. He played all the instruments by himself. He wanted to do everything by himself because he had gotten an inspiration and he knew exactly how he wanted it to sound and every instrument to go. And we learned that he wasn't a piano player. He only knew 4 chords and he played the same keys over and over for the song.
Right.
But you wouldn't know it listening to it. It actually works.
Yes.
So we learned also that last year, the song finally went to #1 streaming. So many fans of Wham really wanted to give this gift to Andrew Ridgeley and show them how much we still love Wham. So they non-stop streamed the song. And not only did it go to #1,
Right.
but it also broke streaming records.
Yes.
And it made a Guinness Book of World Record.
Yes.
Not only for streaming for a Christmas song surpassing Mariah Carey's song, but also for taking 40 years to reach #1,
Right.
and never being out of circulation.
Yes, that's true. And that's an achievement for a song.
Yes. So if you haven't seen it, you really need to watch it. We've told you the places you can watch it at. We watched it on Netflix because we have Netflix. I think it's the best place because if you have it, then you can go ahead and give it a like.
You're right.
And I wouldn't mind seeing more of these specials for Wham. They've done an excellent job producing them, giving you content you really want to see, and now letting you see all of the former band members and singers and backup dancers and everything. It's just fantastic. So if you happen to have seen Wham! Last Christmas Unwrapped already, let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy it as much as we did? Is it one of your favorite Christmas songs? Because it's one of mine. Let us know. And if you haven't seen it, go to Apple, Netflix, Roku, BBC. You can watch it there. Come back and tell us what you think.
Right. And in case you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notifications on upcoming reviews, hacks, videos, and more.
Yes, and thank you so much for taking time of your holiday season to join us today. We really appreciate it. This is the eve. We know you've got a lot going on. We love when you join us, and we love sharing things with you that bring us joy. So thank you so much. As always,
You are special. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Rascal.
I'm Julie.
Have a fantastic day.
Continue to be happy, healthy, whole, and also wonderful on specials. See you next Christmas. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.